Hello, Coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, as it has been reported that Chelsea have second thoughts about move for the Barcelona striker. Personal terms are not agreed yet. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about this shocking report claiming that Barcelona and Manchester United are in talks over a like-for-like swap deal involving Wan Bissaka and Sergio Dest. This is according to a report from Spanish outlet Sport. We are also going to be discussing about that. So guys, as we get right into it, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so. Give the video a like and please make sure to watch it right up to the very end. According to the Athletics' David Ornstein, Chelsea are having second thoughts about the move for Barcelona striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The Blues are unsure whether to spend heavily on the centre forward due to his age. Aubameyang has emerged as Chelsea's top target for the number 9 role, following the summer departures of Romelu Lukaku and Timo Werner. Manager Thomas Tuchel has been pushing so hard for a reunion with the 33-year-old, having worked with him at Borussia Dortmund in the past. Talks with Barcelona have been going on for a while now, but an agreement is nowhere in sight. Chelsea has submitted an initial offer of £15 million for Aubameyang, which Barcelona rejected out of hand. There have been talks about the Blues including Marcos Alonso as part of the operation, but Barca are so uninterested in such an arrangement either. And now Chelsea are having second thoughts about a deal due to finances likely to be involved and the age of the player. Barcelona are said to be holding out for around 25 to 30 million euros for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, while the ex-Arsenal captain will also command a significant pay packet. Chelsea are now having reservations about spending a big sum as the striker is already 33 years old and would only be a short-term fix. Reports in the recent past have claimed that Chelsea have already reached an agreement with Aubameyang over personal terms, but Ornstein insists that this is not the case and there is no agreement in place with Barcelona or the player at this point in time. And with doubts starting to creep in all over the deal, there might be a chance that Chelsea decides to abandon the pursuit of Aubameyang altogether and look at other possible options in the market. With less than 4 days left for this transfer, it remains to be seen how the situation evolves and whether Aubameyang continues to Camp Nou or returns to London. With few days left for the summer transfer window to come to a close, the Aubameyang saga to Chelsea is looking now so complicated. Something that, in the past few days, it looked like it could have been easy for the deal to go through, but things are looking complicated. All these stems from the fact that, the asking price, Barcelona have been demanding at least 25 million, at least 25 to 30. That's the range that most of these reports always give. But Chelsea are not, they don't want to pay up to that amount. First of all, they think that Aubameyang's age, is already a hindrance to paying such an amount for him. But Barcelona want at least 25. So that's where the problem lies. If not, this deal could have been done ever since. Ever since we've been talking about Aubameyang to Chelsea until United have finally entered the race. But we know United is fighting a lost battle because Aubameyang will want to play Champions League football. So Chelsea are looking now very confused on what to do. And according to this report, they are saying that Chelsea are beginning to have second thoughts, of abandoning this Aubameyang deal, maybe looking for somewhere else. They have just 3 or 4 days for this transfer. And if you ask me personally as a Barca fan, I'll say I'm happy how things are going and how I wish that there's a big twist that Aubameyang stays at Camp Nou. And being a player that he is, of course, it's understandable that Aubameyang is that kind of a caliber of a striker who does not deserve to be sitting on the bench all through. The kind of quality that Aubameyang brings to the pitch. But I think him staying at Barca is something that I want it to happen, and which means Xavi must rotate more when it comes to Lewandowski and him. Now we know Lewandowski have been playing most of the games, all the 90 minutes, but I think if Aubameyang is present at Xavi's disposal, it will not really be the case of Lewandowski playing all the time 90 minutes, right? So let's see what happens. It seems as though things might take a huge surprise twist for the Aubameyang deal, but it's still expected up to this point that Chelsea are favourites to sign him, and Aubameyang is already prepared that he will leave Barcelona anytime from now, because we don't have much time left for the transfer to come to a close. So interesting days ahead, interesting last few days for the transfer. So let's see what happens in the coming days. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. If a report from Sport is to be believed, Barcelona are in talks with Manchester United for a direct like-for-like swap deal involving Sergio Dest and Wan Bissaka. In what could be described as a move that reeks of desperation from both clubs, Barca and Man United are considering exchanging the two right-backs who are not favoured by their respective managers. Xavi has made it abundantly clear that he does not see Dest as part of his plans and has informed the player to find a new club for himself. However, there are not a lot of takers for the 21-year-old, leading to a complicated situation for Barcelona. However, Manchester United could now offer Dest an escape route as they are on the lookout for a new right-back, a new-sided full-back to compete with Diogo Dalot. Dest is a player that new Red Devils boss Erik ten Hag knows very well, having worked with him at Ajax, and the Dutch tactician is said to be open to a reunion with a young defender. There had been reports of a potential swap involving Dalot and Dest in the recent past. However, with the latter keen on staying at Old Trafford, it seems like Barcelona are now considering signing Wan Bissaka instead. The former Crystal Palace defender is not favoured by Erik ten Hag and has been made available for a transfer this summer. A move back to Selhurst Park has been rumoured, but Barca seem to have now entered the fray for his signing. The report states that the two clubs are contemplating a direct swap deal as the two players have similar market values. Dest is valued at 18 million euros by transfer market, while Wan Bissaka stands at 25 million euros. So a bizarre season-long loan swap is also being considered for those two. Barcelona's priority at right back is Joan Foyt, as we all know, but given that he will cost in excess of 40 million euros, they are forced to look at other more affordable options. So signing Wan Bissaka, though, would be quite a questionable move. This is absolutely terrible. Like, I don't understand the scouting of Barcelona. Like, Wan Bissaka of all people, that's the kind of player that Barca are contemplating of signing as a new right back. This is terrible. This is terrible. I prefer Barca don't have any new right back rather than going for Wan Bissaka. Seriously speaking, if Barca can succeed in Joan Foyt, if Barca can succeed in Hector Bellerin, if we can't succeed in Thomas Meunier, then there's no right back better. We better manage Jules Koundé and Ronald Araujo to play the right back position because they are far better than the Wan Bissaka guy. Honestly speaking, it looks like a joke to me. Like, if this report from Sport is to be believed, it is a joke. Absolute joke. Where is this even coming from in the first place? Of course, let's not forget, this is not the first time Wan Bissaka have been mentioned in Barcelona's transfer reports, right? Talking about the right back, last month I think we did mention Wan Bissaka as one of the players. Diogo Dalot as well from Manchester United was linked heavily, but nothing has been said about him again. But I'm still surprised that Wan Bissaka's name has still appeared in the recent transfer report about that. Sergio Dest, we all know Xavi does not want him and he is likely to leave for more game time, right? But come on, talking about a swap with Wan Bissaka is terrible. Forget about the transfer market value there. Wan Bissaka is valued at transfer market at 25 million. Dest is valued at 18 million, but that does not mean anything. I prefer Dest to be there than keeping Wan Bissaka to that team. Wan Bissaka have never been at his best at United, and I don't see why Barca should present themselves as a dumping ground for such a player. So let's see what Barca do. We know we're desperate for a right back, and we should not just do it in a type of way that we can be a laughing stock. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.